Yes, I have a Stitchy book of days,
Oh, I like
which
it.
I put stickers in,
That's fun. I have one.
and I write down what it is.
Uh-huh.
And
Oh, I should start doing that. I have a sewing notebook at home that I write down just like I reboot every like 6 months and say, what's going and what do I want to make? And
yeah,
then every now and then it's random child measurements. Like, how big is your hand right now?
then sometimes it'll be yeah, and then but some I put like costume stuff in here, like Cinderella,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then I gave up hope. But this, yeah, and then I was doing like this is like
Yeah.
everything I worked on in January, which days I worked on it.
That's
Then you can
nice.
tell when things went off the
See, I was trying to do that with my bullet journal and just have it in there. And
yeah,
then I'm like, but then it's not in my other sewing
but
journal and it's just too many journals.
But you can tell when everything went off the bus, went off the rails, was like
Was
right
that Pride
around.
and Prejudice or was it Little Women
No, it was
next?
Cinderella.
Oh,
I like that's when I stopped recording Flosstube. I haven't had anything since like January of last year. Yeah, February. I
oh
made it through
yes.
February,
Yep.
March, and then
Yep.
it all went oh, I did April too, but but look
It's
it, I
because we calmed
stopped.
down.
No, I just didn't have the chance to do this. All right. Well, hello.
Hi.
Hi. Uh, this I don't even know what episode because I haven't recorded in forever, but welcome. This is my copious spare time. I'm Allie Renee, but I
I'm
have a partner in crime
a
now.
guest. Hi, I'm Rebecca. Uh,
What's your cross stitch origin story?
oh God. So my friend in elementary school, Allison Duffy, her mother would provide us with projects when we had sleepovers.
Yes.
And one year she provided us with mouses and clothes as
Mm.
cross stitches.
Mm.
And so we got to pick from the girl kit or the boy kit. And then she didn't really enjoy cross stitch, so I took them both home.
Oh, nice.
So they're both hanging in my daughter's bedroom now.
Nice. So when was that? When you were a kid?
Oh, with 13? But I'd done embroidery. Like my grandma taught me to embroider when I was like 4. So my early Barbie dresses when I
Yeah.
was teeny tiny have like little daisy stitch borders on
My
them.
mom taught me when I was 5 years old, and I still have my first cross stitch, which I've shown on a previous YouTube that is like done out of it's a Fisher Price like my first cross stitch kit with like of a butterfly and it's out of yarn and it's on like a plastic canvas
And it's not one
situation.
of those like rug hook kits that we
No,
used to get.
it was you did little X's. I did the rug hook kits too, but
Yeah.
that was like that. And then I kept doing more. And my mother used to teach other people how to cross stitch. And they'd always, in this, early 80s, right? So it's
Right.
like 81 or something, 80,
Yep.
1980. And they'd be like, well, it's just too hard. And my mother would be like, well, my 5-year-old can do it. I'm like, so bitchy. And I'm like, so she just used me as
Oh,
as a,
oh, that's
like,
funny.
to guilt people into learning. But
Right? No, I would go to my grandmother's house and both of my grandmothers sewed. And if I forgot to bring patterns along, but they were sewing, so I wanted to sew alongside them, they would be like, you don't need patterns in order to sew, you know. They're like, look at you think you need patterns for everything. So then they got out like paper napkins and showed me how to drape around my
oh,
Barbies with little paper
nice.
napkins.
I used to use a lot of tape. I
Hmm.
threw a lot of Scotch tape on my Barbies too. So nice. Well, we're both crafty beavers. We're here in the costume shop at UW, which you've seen. I've recorded several floss tubes in the
In
craft
the dirty
room.
craft.
Dyeing, dyeing fabric. Then like, no, one of our students will come in and be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Shh, I'm on the YouTubes or
Huh?
something." All right, so we have I have a shameful amount of projects to share. Rebecca
I
has a
was shocked.
completely reasonable amount of projects to share, but we thought we'd start with the things we finished, and then we could do finishes, and then we'll launch into whips, and then we'll see if we have to divide this into 18 episodes to get all of my
You have
shameful whips and
you have
and
a
we
lot.
we also have knitting too, so we know how that enrages some of you, so we might splinter that off into another.
A different situation. I didn't bring any of my quilting because I thought that would really make people mad.
I thought about bringing my bags too, because
Yeah,
we also make bags all the time too, so we could just
you make
it is
anything with woven goods.
anything any old lady craft, granny crafts.
Yep.
Because right now, I don't know if you've noticed the state of the world, but I just want to bury myself in granny
I just want
crafts.
to go home in my little hole and stitch my little mouse.
Mouse stitching really makes it all better. All right, what did you finish this year? And
Um,
this could be fully finished or it's done but not fully finished stuff.
sure.
What did you I that's what
So
I'm how I'm treating it.
so I had not embroidered in a super long time. I had been because I'd been knitting. I've been like super into knitting since that took off. I don't know, 15 years ago now. I've been knitting and quilting a lot.
Mhm.
And then I took that embroidery class in spring semester. So I was finishing up, I took a speed master's, 1 year master's, to take this position here at the costume studio. And in my spring, I took a fancy embroidery class. But I know how to embroider already. So she was like, just do,
Just get out of my face.
so do something in the
Just
corner.
go make yourself busy. I'm gonna adjust this.
These were all
There. Faces.
sampler embroideries, but based on the lives of my grandmothers. And then I designed them based on stitches that they used, threads that they used, techniques that they used,
So cool.
that kind of stuff. So I finished 2 of them. And this is like, it's just mounted to foam core. But so this one, oh, you're right, that does mess
I know
up.
you just have to do opposite.
Okay. So this was for my paternal grandmother. And have faith like that of a mustard seed is a thing she said all the time.
And that's linen.
This is linen. Oh no, this is hemp.
Oh, it's nice.
It has a really good body to
It's
it,
like-
but it's so slubby, it was a little hard to poke through.
Oh, yeah.
And I tried to do counted work in the house. It's actually black work stitches in the house.
Uh-huh.
And it
It
was
would not-
not, it was not even
It
enough.
was like absolutely not.
No, absolutely not.
Right.
So I stopped doing that.
I know
But
some people do linen, but I guess you got to get, there's got to be even weave linen out there. I
Right?
guess you just
I
got to
know.
find it.
So this is
what do you-
all like satin stitching, and long short stitching, and what else? She did a lot of this kind of stuff. A lot of her tablecloths and
so pretty.
end table things. What do I call an end table doilies? But she had a lot
Yeah.
of those where she used this kind of woven wheel flower and stem stitching and stuff like that. So I used all of those.
Oh, so pretty.
And I have this tiny little chocolates box from like the 20s that she kept all of her embroidery thread in.
Oh, no.
So I tried to use as much thread from that box as possible.
And it held up and
It
stuff.
did.
That's
Oh,
cool.
it was kind
Your
of-
satin stitches are very nice. My mother, my mother's really good at embroidery, and every time I show her something I worked on, she's like,
You tried. You tried.
that's great effort on your satin stitch. I'm like,
Thanks, Mom. Well, this was all
like
DMC.
instead of fat shaming, I
And-
get stitch shamed. In my...
Well, I wish I'd done this in.
Oh, it's so pretty though.
If I'd done this in silks, it would have blended a little
Oh,
bit
yeah,
better,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
But
But then you would have been poor.
yeah, So, and some of these, like, these little birds, these were those little iron-on motifs.
Oh yeah,
that you get
from
so
the wall.
Those were from her.
Nice.
She had a whole bunch of
Good
iron-on
vintage
motifs.
stash. That's so cool. What are you gonna? So these you mounted on foam core for your class, but what are you
Yeah.
gonna put it on for reals?
I don't know.
I
don't
think
know
you
if
need to
should
put
these
it. Well, you could put it on.
frame them or put them in like shadow box glass.
You could do that.
Some of them have, like, this one has French knots and stuff, so there's
Well,
dimension.
you get little they put these little spacers in front of the frame, so
Sure.
you have the dimension.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, you probably want to put something some batting behind it or something.
Yeah, because you have to fill out.
I like the little seed grass stitches too.
I know that was really fun.
That's fun.
And that's this little grandpa's
it's
little
black
popcorn trailer. Blah.
That's so cute.
Yeah, that was all black work stuff, and I nearly lost my brain.
I've
doing
never
that.
done black work. I mean, because it feels like I hate to do what do you call it when you do the stitching around the outline stitching?
Oh, back stitching.
Yeah, I hate doing that. I feel
Ring
like
stitching.
yeah, and isn't
Uh-huh.
that what black work is?
Kind of. It's just all grid work, so it's all
You just you-
threads based on squares and diagonals, and then how whatever the pattern is covers more or less of the fabric. So then you choose stitches that cover more or less in order to shade.
I have a counting puddles pattern that has like black work stitching in it, so I just need to
To do it.
to suck
It's
it up.
fun. So that took way too long. That took way too much time.
Right, because you were ambitious.
Right. I thought I was going to be able to do 3 of these in a semester, and I was carrying my embroidery bag with me across campus every single day, and I would stitch in every single lecture.
Yeah, luckily
bad.
we're like nice partners in crime because we're always like stitching in meetings because with the stab fabric so we don't stab other people.
Right,
So
I can't fit still in a meeting. I will just hit someone.
yeah, it's crazy making.
So this was for my other grandmother, and oh my
You
God.
want me to hold it?
Terrible, sure.
Is that helpful?
So she
my face.
was a farmer. This is her barn, and then one of the original farmhouses. This was cool. I talked with my mom and we looked up a whole bunch of pictures because the farmhouses evolved over the years.
Yes.
So our family's had this land since the 1850s in Wisconsin. So we've had many farmhouses
Yeah.
on the land. We picked the one that was hers. And then she did a lot of Lone Star quilting. So I did that for the grass. She was a big quilter. So
How
that's
come
why
you
this
just
is
put
kind of,
these in the quilt show?
oh, I suppose I could. I could put this in wall quilts.
Yeah, you should do it. We live in Wisconsin where the Great Wisconsin Quilt Show is amazing. We spend so much money every year. And
That's so
Rebecca's
much time.
had quilts in many times. I have not gotten
It's not,
I haven't gotten my shit together to do it.
but this, oh my gosh. So this I strip pieced one direction, but then the other direction, it wouldn't, it had to be like,
You had to like fussy cut it basically or something?
you have to fussy cut it at like a 30-degree angle or 45. I forget which one it is. And then I hand pieced it the other direction because it was so tiny. Otherwise, I couldn't get all the points to match up, even though I did the quilting iron your things that way, and
Yeah.
it just didn't.
And those
So
ladies will
hand
come
put
for
that.
you.
They will.
Don't do those.
So yeah, so I like
That's so
hand
pretty.
pieced it all. So it was like right to the 32nd of an inch.
Well, I love how you did the trees in the background. That's so cool.
But that was a total mistake. I had meant to do it all on this linen, and then this is all some fabric applique and stitching kind of combined. And I was appliquing the barn onto the white fabric, and I
Uh-huh.
totally scorched the hemp. So I
Oh,
had this giant burn spot here. It's like I gotta figure out
ha
something.
happy little accidents.
Great, yeah.
She's so pretty.
So I cut the houses out instead and then
Oh,
made
that's so
floors for
good.
that.
That's so good.
It was fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's great. Look at these pretty backs.
Oh yeah, I
Bet
did like
people
that
like to do
one.
the backs.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's fun.
And then I one started for myself that's not done yet, so I can show that in whips.
Oh, okay. Um, I will show, let's see, what did I finish this year? This I finished. This is the Briar by Sprouting Lupin.
Oh, I like that.
This came in the I don't know, I got it in one of those, it came in a box, like a mystery box thing
Oh,
or
do you do those subscription
yeah, I
boxes?
do subscription boxes all the time. I'm a whore for those things. But this came in like the one, I think it's from, I got the box over there, but I don't want to get up. It's some sort of fairy tale. It was the fairy tale box that this
That's
came in.
fun.
But I think I just love it. I don't remember what maybe I have the fabric written down, but I don't know if I remember.
Well, that's back stitching, so you do it
I know, but
sometimes.
it's done questionably.
Wait, I want
Don't look at my backs are shocking as well. While you're looking up that, I'll see if I can find the Briar.
the cheater back stitch.
Oh, I did. I don't know how to actually do a back stitch. I'm sure I don't. I'm all self-taught. Like I'm just a renegade.
It wastes so much thread when you do a real back stitch.
Yeah, because
the back is like twice as long.
Right, because you have to,
always
you're just going in and out.
backwards.
Yeah, that I sometimes cheat and sometimes I do it the real way. So I think that's why it always looks crazy pants. But I should learn how to do it the real way.
I'm gonna show people your back now.
I should watch a video. I'm sure there's plenty of people who would tell me how to do it.
But that you could do in double running stitch. That would be really pretty.
Yeah, it was from Starlight Stitchery is the kit. I started it July 7th and I finished it in, I think, September. And it's a 32 count Atomic Ranch weathered stone using Forbidden Fiber Company, floss, and DMC. So it was the called for stuff. But yes, so that I finished.
That's very pretty.
Yeah, and so I'm trying to I found a frame, a navy blue frame that has like kind of floral, or actually it's not navy blue, it's some other color. I'm going to paint it, I think this royal blue. And then, so it kind of looks like a storybook. I was trying to find a box that is like a book to mount this to the outside of a book. You know, they have all those like book boxes at
you could just
Hobby Lobby or something.
Just massacre a book.
I could do that too. Yeah. And then I was trying to make it, I like to make things that are kind of useful too, not just, there's only so much. If I finish all this stuff, my house is going to look,
you're going to put all
my house is going to look like one of those like Zillow Gone Wild houses where they have like 1,000 crazy crafts in it. And I want to be that person. Then the other finish, oh, now I don't even remember the name of this one. I'll have to look it up. This was a random finish. It's not fully finished because I still have to sew the backing on. But this is one of the purchases we made during the quilt show. All these sassy ladies, and we all bought all of these sassy ladies. And I have the pattern somewhere over there. I'll put the name of the designer in the notes, but she has we all bought a whole bunch of them, and they're all based on women in her quilt
group.
circle,
yeah, right?
And then I did this, which I put on my office door, and this is from Witchy Stitcher. It's a free pattern, this safe space. And this is just on some Ada I dyed randomly. Look at this questionable back on
It's great.
this.
It's great. It works. You never see
And then
it.
I have it
It's on the
Velcroed
door.
to my office door.
Is that a sticky back Velcro?
Totally sticky back Velcro.
Wonderful.
Like, whatever.
Love it.
And then I don't, this is another, I'm trying to think of who.
That's pretty.
So I did this as a part of, this was a Midsummer Stitch exclusive
Oh,
pattern.
okay.
And I'm trying to remember, it's not Spreading Lupin, it's JedX Stitch. That's what this is. So this was the Midsummer exclusive from JedX Stitch at the Lindy Stitches Midsummer
That was
whatever. And then this fabric was not the called for, it's like Jackson Fiber Company, something or other. I got it on Etsy.
You
But
didn't
it's
dye
pretty,
that one?
no, I didn't dye this one. I bought this one from that. It was really inexpensive and I thought it was pretty nice.
Yeah.
But it's close. Yeah. Usually I started dyeing, I did most of my own stuff, but then eventually I couldn't find enough base fabric that I liked to dye on. So,
Oh.
because otherwise I could only get the stuff from the like Hobby Lobby.
Oh,
Anyway, but yeah, so
pretty.
I was happy with this one.
I love it.
I think that's, oh, then I got, this is the last one. And this was also, oh, sorry, that looks really dark. It's, this is, from the Cross Stitch the Rainbow patterns. This is, you just said the person's name, Canadian. Tiny Modernist, yes. So I've got a bunch of these. I bought a bunch of those patterns where it comes with like it's a floss pack that everybody uses to design patterns.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
so they're all little smalls, like they can only be this big basically, and a bunch of designers do it. And usually the patterns are no more than $8 a pop.
Yes.
And so I've got a couple of them. I think I have one more in my kit that you'll see. But this is when I finished, and this is an Ada I dyed too. So, and this is the called for Threadworks floss, which is nice. Threadworks floss. I don't know if you ever used it before. I think it's popular with people who do needlepoint, but it comes in like 10-yard hanks, so you like never need to buy it again. So
Good.
it's pretty good. It's a pretty good deal. My only beef with it is it's pre-cut, and I generally like pre-cut, but it's pre-cut shorter than I would want. I usually
Oh.
pre-cut because I double up, so
They don't pre-cut too
it's
much here.
too short for me, and I'm like, so you have to keep threading. But I'm sure there's a reason for that. Although, but since it's overdyed, you can't do a loop start with it because then you would
Oh,
negate your
yeah.
Oh, I forgot this.
Yeah, I knew have your mouse. And
My
I
mouse. Oh, you finished it while I wasn't looking.
I know while you were
Oh, you
pressing
did your
things.
bottom different. Oh, because you're
Well,
gonna make yours.
Right. So I left mine open
Yeah.
because I think
Yeah,
I'm
mine's open.
gonna cover a mat board so that she can stand.
Yeah, that's so cute. That'll be cute. And if you put some like kitty litter or something in the bottom,
But
then
then it would be heavy.
yeah.
Or
So then you can use her as a pattern weight. So these are Stacy Nash, the Christmas mouse exclusive for Jingle Ball
Mhm.
this year. I don't remember. What was her name? Do we remember?
Ginger.
Nettle? Ginger. And so the difference is we're both using the same linen, which was whatever was sent in the kit, which I can't remember what
It's
the
like
color
old
was.
red.
Old brick or something like that.
Something.
And here's my back. What did you use for back?
I used a Tilda quilting
Yeah, and
cotton.
mine, this was just random stuff from the costume shop, some upholstery. And so mine is done in the floss that was sent in the kit, which I think is what was called for. But you'll notice she is super washed out and like I couldn't.
She's like all vintagey and
She
old
is
timey.
vintagey. I just kind of wish that the green of the dress was more green because I feel like she looks like a gray.
She's washed that dress a lot of times.
She's like a
She's
mouse
Cratchit.
on the moors in England. Your mouse is much more like,
She's the fancy lady mouse.
and you still have to make
You
her
still have to
little,
make her pocket.
her saddle.
Yeah. So you finished yours first, and
Yes.
then
And then I gave you the linen.
and then I got the rest of the linen, and there wasn't a ton of thread left. I think you only got as much floss as you really needed to do that.
And even then it was like,
and I saw yours and then color corrected.
and even then I added some because this is not the color that was sent. I pulled that gingerbread color because the color that she was put in the kit for the gingerbread, I was like, that doesn't look like gingerbread at all.
No, because I went and pulled all of the called for weeks, and I'm like, this is not. Paul Hollywood would say that was underbaked. On
right,
that color
for sure.
But that's not.
This is
that's
not
a done gingerbread.
No, and that was just like the
The
closest one I
was
had.
like way more brown, gold. I think this is like apple cider or something.
And then I added some extra stuff on mine. Like I went and did an extra layer of white down here because it was just blending in, so it looked like there's a little lace, like a picot edge on her little scarfies and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah, and I did all the pink. Gosh, this is really hard.
I know it's hard.
So I did all of the pink on the gingerbread house in French nuts so that it looks
Oh,
like you
that's
stuck
cute.
little gumdrops on it.
Oh, I was gonna put some beads on mine, and I haven't done that yet.
That's
But
fun. But so I did all of the mouse parts are variegated.
yeah,
There's some weeks and some cottage, some
cottage garden.
yeah. But then all of the dress parts were a Versoix because I wanted them to pop a little.
Fancy.
I had it already. It's not like I bought silk, especially. But then like I doubled up on her skates because I wanted those to be white skates.
Oh, like so you
Um,
doubled up the stitching,
yeah.
like or thicker thread.
yeah, I
Yeah.
used 2 strands.
Yeah.
And the same with her the bell. I wanted the bell to pop too, so I
Yeah.
did 2 there.
Yeah, I thought about like it'd be cute to go back over with some metallics for the bells.
Using
Or a
metallics.
charm would be the other way to do that. You
Yeah.
can get a little bell charm. But yeah,
Yeah,
anyway,
that'd be cute.
we recently we had to take a shopping trip to, well, we didn't have to take a shopping trip. We had to go borrow costumes from APT, which just happens to be by, why can't I ever think of the name of that store?
Country sample.
Country Sampler, yeah, which is in Spring Green. And then we purchased every station
Every-
Nash
because we have
that was there that we didn't already
go
own.
forever.
So we're like gonna work our way through all of the crackers.
And I'd already started one, and I put her aside when I got ginger.
Oh, that's
So
one.
we need
That's a
ginger.
pattern I don't have here with me. I definitely don't have. I know I
Now I
think
have one.
I have nettle. I thought I brought her, but I didn't. I don't know. We'll see if I find it in there. But I have
You
the
got-
Halloween one too, and I don't know where it is. So we'll see. We'll see.
Mhm.
Anyway, all right. Well, so I think those are our finishes, right?
I have one more that's like the stitching is finished.
Oh yeah, show that. Show that.
That's not enough.
It's not fully finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was just showing.
So I did this when we were doing Pride and Prejudice.
Oh.
Oh. I got this little Jane Austen kit
That's cute.
from, I don't know, I think my sister or something. And I love it, but I will say this. I love this quote. And I was very disappointed when I went back to the book because I do like the book. This is not in the book. This
No,
is
that's from the movie.
only in the
Keira-
Keira Knightley movie. And even though the stitching is really like I like all of the embroidery down here, but the people are really boring to stitch because they're just backstitch in colors. And if I do any more out of this pattern book, I would do different fancy stitching and like long and short stitch and shade and stuff so that you're actually getting the color and not just an outline.
Yeah.
I mean, the design's cute this way, but
is cute.
it was just really boring stitching.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I want to put this in like just a hoop on the wall.
Yeah, you could do hoops. I mean, I suppose that's where we can make it not so that we're crazy little gone wild house. Just decorate our offices with this stuff. Because people are like, what are you gonna do with all this stuff? I'm like, you shut up. I don't care.
Nope. That's not.
Awesome. Well, hey, we finished things this
Yay.
year. That's good. We also made about 10,000 costumes. So
1,000.
I also I know I forgot to bring, I definitely have at least 2 Mill Hill kits that I finished that did not bring. So
And we didn't even embroider on the costumes this year. I thought we were going to embroider on Little Women.
no, we didn't have any time. We did, because this year I did Cinderella, which you saw some pictures of, and then I did embroider a bunch of that. And then, yeah, then we did Little Women, which nearly killed us, and Dance Nation, which you cricketed everything on that show. But yeah, so it was an intense build year.